Let's implement the post-delivery NPS with Omniconvert Reveal, Explore, and Klaviyo. What we need to have ready to start this implementation is our knowledge base article to begin with, so you can take a look if you miss any steps, your Klaviyo account, your Omniconvert Reveal account, your Omniconvert Explore account, and your Shopify admin. Everything should be opened and ready. The first thing that we'd want to do is integrate Explore with Reveal. For this, we're going to go to Explore. Assuming you've already set your website in here, we're going to click on the domain and we're going to go to Integrations. The first integration is with Reveal, so it's very easy. Just copy this code here, go to your Omniconvert Reveal account, Store Settings, Integrations, Explore. Paste the string in here and connect. Great. Two things happened. The first thing is going back into Omniconvert Explore, you're going to notice that two surveys have been automatically created, a pre-delivery NPS survey and a post-delivery NPS survey. The second thing that you're going to notice, going into Omniconvert Reveal into Store Settings, General, NPS Settings, you're going to see that the survey IDs were already filled in. So we're just going to have a quick look. And yes, we can confirm these are the correct ones already filled in. Great. Next up, coming back to Omniconvert Explore. In order to have the survey displayed, so an experiment displayed on your website, you would need to insert the Omniconvert Explore tracking code on your website. So in order to insert the tracking code on your website, you're going to click again on your domain, tracking code settings, and copy this piece of code here. Next up, go to your Shopify admin, click on Online Store, and you have here the option to customize and this menu in here where you're going to select Edit Code. Go to sim.liquid and paste this right after head. Here we go. Don't forget to save. That's great. Now the tracking code is installed on your website. Next up, we would need to integrate Reveal with Klaviyo because Klaviyo would be your service provider for delivering the invitations to fill in the NPS surveys. In order to do that, moving into your Klaviyo account in Settings, go to API Keys, create a new private API key, and it's gonna be a full access key. I'm gonna name it Reveal Present the Store. And I'm gonna create this and copy it. Going into Omniconvert Reveal, Store Settings, Integrations, Klaviyo. We're gonna paste the API key in here, and we're gonna need from email and from name. From name would be Present the Store, and from email is the email address that all the emails are going out from your Klaviyo account. Let's save. Great. Coming back into Store Settings General, NPS Settings. Here are a few settings that you need to be careful about. The first one is invitation timeout for sending, and that's in days. And that's the number of days after which an invitation will not be sent anymore if not sent already. This is going to be useful if you're going to post the NPS at some point, just to know how further backwards to go. And it's also very useful for the first times. Think of it as backdating for sending the NPS invitations. So how many days do you want Reveal to go backwards and generate invitations for? The timeout for responding, that's in days, and that's set for 10. That's how long a customer will have to fill in the survey after receiving the invitation. The capping section afterwards is referring to the option of having only one invitation sent if a customer places several orders during a specific time frame that you set in here, careful, in hours. The winning criteria selected now is the priciest order, but you can select the first order during this time frame, or the last, or the cheapest, or the one with the least or the most products. Next up, you're going to need to set the URL where you want customers to be redirected to. So this is where Explore will display the survey, and once the responses are sent, the customer will remain on that page. I already set it up. So it can be your home page, it can be a special promotions page, or if you'd like to create a dedicated page for, I don't know, just the NPS, just to thank your customers for their feedback. That's entirely up to you. Just make sure, if you're going to create another page, just make sure the Explore tracking code is also set on that page. Invitation delay interval in hours, that's a very, very important one. Now, given the fact that Reveal generates invitations for any order that has been mapped as delivered, you're going to need to pay extra attention in here. Reveal maps delivered any order that's been fulfilled in Shopify. Fulfilled in Shopify probably for you means, as for most other shops, that the order has just been dispatched. So you're going to have to calculate how long does it take from the time the order has been fulfilled up until the time the customer actually received the order, and maybe add a bit more time for the customer to be able to test the product, at least unpack it, unbox it. So just set in here this time frame, but very careful, we're talking about hours again. Great, now once you've done this, let's say, I don't know, mine is moving super fast, so I'm gonna put just 2 days. And we're gonna need to have a contact email added in here. Now my teammate Anna Maria has already added hers because she wanted to test some other things. I'm gonna add mine. This is the email address where you're gonna be receiving any errors in case any errors come up, or every single time an NPS campaign will go out, you will be receiving a test email just to let you know that the campaign was sent and how it looked, and for you to know that everything is on track. The sending provider is Klaviyo in our case, and we're gonna need to set a scheduled sending time. Now, I would like to send these invitations at, let's say, 11 a.m. And I'm gonna save the time. The time zone is the time zone of the shop. Great, now going into store settings, general, NPS Klaviyo email settings. We're gonna select to send the NPS invitations via campaigns. And we're gonna leave the list ID and the template ID blank. Reveal will automatically create a new list and a new template and will automatically populate these fields. With the new template created, there will also be a default email subject, but if you have a very specific one in mind, feel free to add it here. Just save this option to send via campaigns, and next up, send a test email through Klaviyo. The process was initialized successfully, and let's see what happens when we refresh. Now, the list ID and the template ID have been populated. Now, going into Klaviyo, Going into Content, Templates, we're going to see this Omniconvert Reveal NPS template created just now. This is how it looks. This is a preview, and you can edit it in the editor in code. Now, very important, you're gonna need to edit it with your logo, and make sure you also edit the buttons below that are now taking you to Omniconvert's pages. If using the editor, the code editor, is uncomfortable for you, we also have an option to create your automatic email template using drag and drop. So please watch our tutorial on how to create your own NPS template. If you're gonna edit this, very important is not to do anything different to the button URLs. So all the buttons, the 0 to 10 score buttons, should have the URLs as they are already set in here. You can play with the rest and edit it which way you'd like. Going into the email, by now you should have received that test email. So this is our default subject line that I was mentioning. How do you evaluate your last order? And this is the email that we received. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna click on 10. And this is the NPS survey that Explore automatically popped on our homepage. 10 is already selected because this is what I clicked on. So I'm gonna move to the next question and I'm gonna test this and I'm gonna send the results. The box is closed and the customer remained on the URL that was set in the NPS settings. Great. So now you still need to make sure you will edit your survey in Omniconvert Explore. So going back to surveys, you can edit your survey, the post-delivery one, from the edit button here. And we have a dedicated tutorial for this. So please make sure you watch that in order to do the right settings. After you're happy with how the survey looks, after you're happy with your Klaviyo email template, go back to Omniconvert Reveal, back to Store Settings General, NPS Settings, and the last thing that you need to do is to enable the NPS sending. And click on Save. And that's it. Now you're ready to collect the post-delivery NPS.